Hi, I'm Bob Schmidt with Home Remodel Workshop. In this video, I'll show you some tips on how to remove trim when you want to reuse it, how to take care of it during removal and replacement. Let's get to work. Although there are many types of pry tools available for removal, when you're removing trim particularly, you don't want to use a pry tool that's way too big. This dude's designed for big demolition projects. You don't want him. Then this dude here, although it's a little bit smaller, it's still way too thick and not near broad enough of an end. You wouldn't want to use that for removing trim. Here's your Wonder Bar. A lot of people are familiar with this and use this primarily for removing trim. Although I would recommend we use this, I would use it in tandem with this little dude here. Very thin edge, very sharp edge. This is exactly what you need to get that trim started. Take your razor knife and cut along the edge right where the two surfaces meet between the wall and the trim to make sure that you cut loose any dried paint, caulking, or anything along those lines that's going to keep this trim from tearing up that wall when you take it off. Once you've cleaned the paint and trim from the top corner, take the very thinnest edge of your small pry bar and work it in behind the baseboard, giving it a couple of taps. Here's where people make their biggest mistake. They think, well, I'm behind it, I can give it all I got to try to pry it off. That's how baseboard and trim get broken. What you want to do is you want to just very gently give it a little bounce, cheat it off, cheat the pry tool down a little farther, and work the whole edge until the whole thing is completely loose. Once you've gently cheated the trim from the wall, go ahead and remove the entire piece from the wall. Any nails that stay sticking out of the wall but stay in the wall, not in the trim, go ahead and just very gently tap them in. Then, any caulk that remains hanging on the wall, either take a sharp scraper or a putty knife and very carefully cut it off so it's nice and clean with the wall. In nails that are left sticking out of your trim, a common mistake people make is they'll grab their hammer and they'll drive this nail out the face. This side's already been filled. By driving it out the face, it'll drive the putty out of that hole, creating a larger hole and sometimes even split the wood. The way you need to handle this is you need to take a pair of pliers or channel locks or dikes, grab the nail from the back side, twist it out the back side of the wood, leaving the surface untouched. Once your work's been performed on your wall, you have your wire run or you installed your cabinets and you've cut this back to it, take your trim and take your razor knife, and on the back edge, make sure you clean off any excess caulk or anything and take a little putty knife and maybe a piece of sandpaper and hit it a little bit so it's nice and clean and ready to go back on. Now that you have a clean piece of material and you have it back on the wall, you're going to re-nail it. Don't nail it through the same holes as it was before, as it won't hold as well. Just work your way down, right back into where it was. So there you go. With a little bit of care and effort during removal, a little bit of nail touch-up and caulk, and a little touch-up paint, you'd never know this baseboard was taken off. I'm Bob Schmidt with Home Remodel Workshop. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Thanks.